The Joe Budden podcast reacted to Rory's alleged racist tweets, criticizing his dismissive response in the immediate aftermath. It's been a long time since Joe Budden and Rory Farrell went their separate ways, but they still comment on each other's successes and misfortunes every once in a while. Most recently, the alleged racism scandal causing backlash for Rory became a topic of discussion on Budden's self-titled podcast. In a clip caught by Whooping Feet on Twitter, you can hear co-hosts Mark Lamont Hill and Mona mostly lead the conversation alongside the Slaughterhouse MC. Mark called the initial response Farrell gave on Twitter Spaces dismissive, with Joe adding words like smug, condescending, arrogant, and snarky. For the record, Rory agrees. He addressed that Spaces response on his podcast with Mal apologizing for being a first ang desarque in his responses and for dismissing folks who don't know him that took these alleged racist tweets and reposts out of context. Nevertheless, Joe Budden criticized his former co-host's position that people who know him in real life know he's not racist. Even the people that know you, they still be hurt about it, Mona argued. People get hurt by stuff like this, especially when they support you. She also brought up his whiteness as a factor, something that Budden agreed with later on. Rory academics beef. Lamont Hill remarked how the story got way bigger than they thought. They didn't bring this up, but DJ Academics caused a stir by fueling beef with Farrell. He accused him of pulling up to his house a few years ago and then controversially posted pictures of Rory and his child in public. Then Budden addressed comments from fans blaming him for all this. After all, he did introduce Rory Farrell into the hip-hop world for many people. In 2011? Those tweets are so bad, they started kicking my back in, Joe expressed. This motherfucker Joe Budden brought him into the culture. I didn't know this since RA in 2011. I had no idea who he was in 2011. Overall, the Joe Budden podcast agreed that Farrell is not a racist by any means. However, Budden emphasized a law to how white people have to listen to black people in black spaces. If you hurt someone with your words, and when the words are of a certain context, I don't think it's your right to be smug. We will see if Joe Budden and Rory address each other again. At least the most reactionary parts of this discourse are dying down.